So Shiki and the others have found an underwater city, which through Pigno's magnifying screen, they saw a statue with a stone that looks like mother. So they actually knew they're actually on the right path. So they decided to go down to the city and find some clues. But they have not forgot about the ship that was sinking under the sea and the person in it. So they actually did some investigation inside of it, in which they actually knew it's someone they did not actually knew about. But they actually learned something when Rebecca actually heard about a woman named Nadia, the love of my life, which Rebecca knew about it. So they actually ventured towards the city and they actually seen ruins, but they actually saw robot bodies being destroyed, which is looking exactly like Grimble, but Rebecca will not actually say it because it will remind Shiki of what actually happened. And we actually knew that they're going to reach for the temple. But all of a sudden, we saw Pigno being attacked by a kraken creature, in which Shiki was about to use his attack, but the gravity on the sea is actually made it too unstable, which they actually explain the force that makes object float in water may actually make the gravity a bit more difficult, which they actually mix the two together. But the Kraken have actually caught the others as well, in which we actually knew that none of them are going to use their ether gear, and they actually going to be eaten by the creature. But Shiki has decided to use the new attack, which he calls it Gravity Center, and defeat the creature, in which they actually made it towards the temple when the creature stood back, actually made it back to his feet, in which they actually made it inside the temple, in which they actually going to look around the temple and the sea is actually ancient. But they actually realized something that it actually felt familiar when they inside the temple. And they actually realized that it's not underwater because the barrier was protected by a special barrier in which someone actually appeared, in which that person is Nadia, the temple guardian, which is the temple of the Mother Beacon, in which Rebecca realized Nadia, the love of my life, which she actually knew that's who the person is talking about. Now, Rebecca found Nadia, who is the guardian of the temple of Mother's Beacon. So we actually knew what the message meant for her, and she is going to give the answers on the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy Joy here saying sign out. Laters and be safe.